The light wasn't foggy or chaotic. It condensed into a single point. In the center of the arena, something formed. Something born not only from power, but from intention, from purity, from two souls that shattered their ego for the first time. The fusion appeared, walking. Not ordinary steps, calm, steady steps, as if time itself cleared a path for him. The light no longer flooded the place. It became an inner core, sealed inside his body, shining like a complete star that no longer needs space to sparkle. Silence fell. Everyone froze. Even Zeno couldn't believe his eyes. The guards stared with expressions of shock for the first time in their existence. He was born. The fusion of light, a fusion that carried Goku's raw power, Vegeta's iron firmness, and a purity they had never shown even to themselves. Gohan asked, voice breaking, "Dad, Vegeta, is that really them?" Krillin trembled. This is impossible. That light, I've never seen anything like it. The light, it didn't scatter. Whis answered quietly, correct. This time the light is fully centered inside him, as if they dominated it instead of it dominating them. This wasn't a burst of energy, but a manifestation of essence. This level of balance only happens when two completely different souls reach perfect harmony. Then he fully opened his eyes. One look alone made the guards visibly shiver. He lifted his head slowly, smiling softly, but with depth and meaning. And for the first time he spoke in his real fused voice. "Well then, it's fine. Looks like I'll test this new part of my power on you first. You're lucky, because you'll face a sacred warrior. Pure." The guards trembled, and then something unbelievable happened. He vanished. Everyone kept staring at the same spot, convinced he hadn't moved. Even the guards. They continued watching the afterimage that remained for a moment, as if he was still standing there. But the figure began dissolving, fading, evaporating. Because the truth was, Gogeta had already appeared behind them. He had surpassed time itself, so much that everyone was still watching where he stood previously. No one realized, until he said it clearly, "I'm here." They turned. Gogeta stood behind them, perfectly still, smiling with a level of confidence unmatched. The guards shook uncontrollably. One muttered desperately, "No, no way! We didn't even see his transition!" They erupted in fury, firing unstoppable punches from every direction at a speed that shattered the air itself. But Gogeta, his body didn't move from its location. He vanished before their fists could ever touch him, and while they failed to reach him, he whispered internally, What is this feeling? I've never felt this pure. All emotions, sharpened, clear. Anger is gone. Pride turned into silent strength. I'm different."
After all the punches that failed to reach him, and after the two guardians burned all their energy in vain, Gogeta finally stopped. He turned toward them slowly, smiled faintly, his voice low, but it pierced their essence. "Are you done? Good. Since you've accepted your incapacity, allow me to try something very simple." Then with a calm smirk, "Don't be scared. I'll only use 1% of my power." Gogeta raised both hands together. The guardians flinched. They had lost even the ability to respond. Gogeta tilted his head slightly, eyes locked onto them. "Brace yourselves. This is only the first ending."